The Los Angeles Rams take control of the NFC West after beating the Seattle Seahawks 21-19. Now they get to host the NFC South leading team as of now, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who lost in Buffalo 44-32. My name's Tyler, here with my brother Ryan. We're going to break down this Week 12 matchup and provide our predictions at the end. So be sure to stay tuned. Leave a comment. Let us know who you think is going to win and why. And while you're at it, hit that subscribe button to get notified when new videos come out. Trying to get to 100 new subscribers this week, and let's see if we can hit that goal in this video alone. And Ryan, great win for Los Angeles here. I
Mhm.
don't think they could have started off any hotter, and then they got shut out tremendously up until I think like their final drive, or which drive was it? Their drive to start off the fourth quarter here, thanks to another interception by Sam Darnold. But for how potent this offense is with names like Matt Stafford, Kyron Williams, Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, a good offensive line as well too, and just Sean McVay as the offensive play caller. This was a defensive win for the team. Very
Oh, yeah.
impressed all by this front seven. I think this is the perfect one too, where I will say I know the Los Angeles Rams had what, 4 picks? Was that there? Yeah, 4 picks. So I don't mean this. I think the Rams secondary is good, not great, maybe average, slightly below average. So you can burn me in the comments. However, because of how great this defensive front seven is, which is what we talked about in the preview, that led to the pressure on Sam Darnold. That led to the opportunities for the secondary to be opportunistic and capitalize on that as well too. And so great win overall. They're going to have another tough offensive game here as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, one of the better offenses in the league. They've been battling some serious injuries, but still, though, can go in and put up points with all the different guys that they have. Sean Tucker, former Syracuse running back, having a great performance overall. But it was enough, though, for the Buccaneers. And Buccaneers are reeling. The Los Angeles Rams, I think, might be the best team in the NFC, especially now, too, with this win. Ryan, I want to throw it over to you here. What are your thoughts on the Rams and their performance today against the Seahawks, and as well to the Buccaneers, and what do the Buccaneers need to do to maybe pull off the upset on the road?
Yeah, I mean, I think you look at the Rams and they're just very well rounded offensively. One of the best teams in the league. Defensively, that front seven can put on a tremendous amount of pressure on opposing quarterbacks. And the secondary, if they're just opportunistic with a really solid um, front seven, I think that that's enough. We talk about it on this channel all the time. If you have to choose between a good front seven and a good secondary, I'll take the good front seven all day. And for me, I think that the Rams are the epitome of that. Not that the back end of this defense is bad. It's just this front seven has been so good so far this year that it hasn't really mattered. So for me, I think that's going to be the big thing here for the Bucs is can they win in the trenches, specifically on the offensive line. They've had some injuries there. Luke Gadecki is back after the bye. I know Ben Bredesen got hurt, and then Cody Mock is out for the rest of the season, I believe, as
Mm-hmm.
well. So they're banged up there, especially on the interior. All in all, though, like this Bucks team is still formidable, and with Baker playing, they always have a chance just with how he can sling the rock. So I I think this is a really fun matchup between two NFC teams that like maybe this is a little overhyping this matchup, but I think this could be an NFC championship preview for sure.
Maybe
Yeah.
it absolutely could be, but the Bucks need to take care of some business in the NFC South in and of itself. So, like the Rams now, the top team in the NFC. And we are recording this during the Sunday Night Football game, so we'll need to see what happens with the Philadelphia Eagles, who are uh, 7-2 currently and hold a tiebreaker over the Rams. That being
Yeah.
said, though, I think the Rams are playing better ball. Just in general, this Eagles defense is picking up really good. But Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they are currently leading the NFC South, but they are only a half game up on the Carolina Panthers. And to show you how deep the NFC is as a whole, Carolina Panthers are the 9th ranked team right now if the playoffs were held today. And actually, they have a very fun matchup here against San Francisco 49ers this week. So that's going to actually be very interesting, just in general. But so Tampa Bay, this is a huge one overall because if they lose this game and Carolina wins, they go from hosting a playoff game to be on the outside looking in
Yeah.
uh, of the playoffs as well. So, and they still have 2 big games with Carolina, I believe in week 16 and also week 18 as well too. Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's a big Week 18 game.
big week 18 game. Don't worry, you guys play my Falcons at home before all those games, so that should be a victory. But just as a side note, but for Tampa Bay here, though, I agree. They started off the season and it's like they couldn't lose. Like they felt like they tried to give themselves opportunities to blow these games, and yet they always found ways to win. They their first loss against Philadelphia was 1-2 that they nearly came back and won off some like just like heroics by this whole offense and by Baker Mayfield. But they've lost 3 of their last 4, and just tough games overall. I mean, got blown out by the Lions here before going into their bye. Came back, dominated the Saints, but then the Patriots and the Bills against the AFC East. Just tough games in general. With both teams have Super Bowl aspirations as well. And I think to me, I do think it is just the injury bug. If you go look at it, like if I
Yeah.
go look at these guys here as well, too, guys that they should be relying on, like Sean Tucker, Rashad White. You know, of course, Sean Tucker's had an amazing game today, but Bucky Irving has missed, I think, the past 5 or 6 weeks now. You go look at the receiving room as well, too. Typically with Tampa Bay, love seeing how many different guys they can throw to. Today, there was only 6 guys that got targets. Sterling Shepard, Emeka Egbuka, Sean Tucker, Kate Otten, Rashad White, and Tez Johnson. And even to those last couple of guys only got targeted a couple of times. So really, this very diverse offense, so like Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Mecca Buka, you're going to have K. Dot, and you're going to have the running backs, like a lot of different guys they could throw to. The injuries, I think, are just getting to
Yeah.
them now. And that's just where it really makes them kind of one dimensional. One dimensional in the sense of like which playmakers defenses really have to focus on, so they can really hone in on 1 or 2 guys in general. Because I say that Sean Tucker still ran for over 100 yards against this Buffalo Bills team. But on the flip side, though, too, I don't think they're going to be able to have a Sean Tucker like performance like that against this Rams team. This Rams defense, and as we talked about, this front seven is extremely good.
Yeah.
27 sacks on the season, allowing barely over 100 rushing yards per game, 100.7 rushing yards. As I said, they can be a little susceptible in the pass game. So that's where it is. If this offensive line can give Baker Mayfield some protection, and if some guys could get healthy at the right time, still waiting to see like on Chris Godwin or when some of these other guys would come back, there is opportunities, I think, to score against this Rams team. Because even then, too, as well, like as we talked about, like for how many picks Sam Darnold threw today, he still threw for 279 yards and
Yeah.
didn't get sacked a single time today, and then they still rushed for 135 yards. Like the Seahawks dominated this game. It was just those several opportune times that the Rams front seven were able to get after Sam Darnold. They were able to turn into turnovers and then turn it into points. As well,
Mhm.
actually, not really points, just I guess more time off the clock. So I say that though, real quick, and I want to throw it over to you though. I think one area that's just going to be of concern for this Tampa Bay team is we're talking about how Buccaneers can exploit this Rams defense. I think the Rams offense is going to have a much easier time moving the ball against this Bucs defense. They similar rushing defense as well too, because they have a very similar front seven as well. However,
Yeah.
their secondary though is much more exploitable. And
Yeah.
definitely weaker than the Rams secondary, in my opinion, averaging 242.5 passing
Yeah.
yards per game.
Yeah, the Bucks are 22nd in total yards allowed. They're 26th in passing yards allowed. They are 10th in sacks with 26. But with that being said, I think Matthew Stafford is going to do a nice job of getting into the right protection and
Yeah,
doing all those things. An experienced veteran quarterback is really good at and neutralizing pass rushes and whatnot. So I think it's going to be a tough time for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And so just to jump into predictions here, I'm going to go with the Los Angeles Rams. I think that is just going to be the biggest hurdle for them is just all the injuries. And it's just going to be a really tough time for the Bucs to
yeah,
really do anything consistently.
yeah. No, and I'm gonna go with the Rams here on this one. This one's Sunday night on prime time, and so I think once again too, it's I think the Rams are just playing better football. I think the Buccaneers are playing the best to their ability as of right now, but with all the injuries and even too, we talked about injuries really on the offensive side of the ball. On the defensive side of the ball, they're still without Hassan Reddick. Someone else got hurt today too. Who's the guy that got hurt? Jamal Dean got hurt as well.
Oh
They got
man.
other guys that are on IR as well too on the defense side of the ball. Clyde Cansey's out for the year. Rashad Wisdom, David Walker. Some of these guys aren't nearly as big, but still though, it's just some more injuries. So they're just banged up just in a lot of aspects of the game. While the Rams, knock on wood, in general, their injuries haven't been nearly as severe when they have missed time.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to go with the Rams on this one as well.
Yeah. So we're both taking the Rams. Let's go ahead. Let's wrap up this video here. If you guys have not already, please go ahead and like and subscribe. That is the best way to help out the channel. While you're down there, leave a comment on who you think is going to come out ahead in this matchup. Will it be the Bucs? Will it be the Rams? Other than that, we'll see you guys next time.